censoring Black history is never about the past. It's about the future. That's why MAGA Republicans are obsessed with sugarcoating slavery.
Not true.
Black history is American history. And this November, we'll make history again.
That's not true. It was an ad. It was a Kamala ad. I'm sure you guys are loving that one. Hold on, let me transition here. I'm sure Logan probably had his hands in making that ad. Hold on. How do we get back here? Mr. Producer. Alright, we should be good now. Okay, then let me go. Extra scenes. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Don't pay attention to that ad. That's propaganda. But what we will listen to is a little bit of Roddy Ricch to start up this Saturday. Because I know those Brits, I know Ollie doesn't know about that Roddy Ricch.
I send back the fire, tell shawty I love her, she still gon' act like I ain't done enough. These bitches be lying, I ain't got the time, that's why I'm in love with my double cup. I'm out of my mind, my words be slime, I bought a new mirror to fuck it up. I bought Mercedes to fuck it up, I bought an AP to fuck it up. I just tryna run the cake up, Versace sheets just to make love. Got a private just to make drugs, cause I'm tryna flood the face up. I been fucking with the same plug, I been fucking with you rich niggas. Had to whip it with my wrist nigga, then I got it on my wrist nigga. Yeah, of a rich nigga, but the consequences of a rich nigga. I seen too many niggas switch nigga, I can never be a bitch nigga. Ain't nobody give me shit, I got it on my own score with no assist nigga. Pyrex or a hit nigga, either way I be a rich nigga. Have you ever been whipping the dope so good you think that the feds watching? Cause my OGs, they been whipping the dope, but my niggas got most of their bread flocking. Feel like burger, I'm stacking the cheese, and then in the trap house red robbing. I was trying to push work with you, your mans came, now the feds knocking. Now I wanna run it up, nigga. Purple Fanta in the cup, nigga. VVS is stripping my behind. You claim you bought a nigga, why you lying? Got yours, had to make mine. Push past cross state line. You bitches always tryna take the check. See a baller, then they break the neck. I said, yeah. Tell shawty I love her, she still gon' act like I ain't done enough. These bitches be lying, I ain't got the time. That's why I'm in love with my double cup. I'm out of my mind, my words be slime. I bought a new mirror to fuck it up. I bought Mercedes to fuck it up. I bought an AP to fuck it up. I just tryna run the cake up. Versace sheets just to make love. Got a private just to make drugs, cause I'm tryna flood the face up. I been fucking with the same plug, I been fucking with you rich niggas. Had to whip it with my wrist nigga, then I got it on my wrist nigga. Yeah, nigga got it out the mud, with my wrist and tore the vegan up.
Alright, gentlemen, we're ready to rock. Welcome back to another university meeting. Once again, the few and the far between. The people on a Saturday who decided, you know what? Instead of laying in bed all day, being anxious and depressed and taking the weekend off, we're going to show up and continue to develop ourselves and put ourselves in positions to win in the long run, because this time that you're putting in extra on the weekends, during holidays, during essentially when everybody else takes the time to rest, this time compounds. This time will compound for you down the road, and you might not realize how much you're gaining from pouring into yourself during the weekends, but in the long run, you're going to start to see how that's all going to pay off. This is the time for you guys to get ahead on everybody else. Now, I do have a question for you all, though. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and I've been seeing this video a lot lately, and something that I've been sending to people around me a lot as well, because it's a very important question to ask ourselves. So I'm going to play this video for you, and I want you to really understand what the question is asking. Okay, so imagine that I'm the person on the right asking the question to the guest. That's me. I'm the guy on the right asking you this question. So I'm going to play you this video. I need you to take this very seriously. I want you to ask yourself, why? Why? Okay, so let me play the video for me, and then you can tell me. Okay? Let me do a little bit of Mr. Producer. Transition. Okay, so here's my question for you guys.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender,
Yes,
and you're a
I am.
gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you? Now, we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? You're having a girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you perform the natural obligations?
I'm not sexually active right now.
So what are you
By
doing with
choice.
this lady?
By choice.
By choice.
Yeah. I've just not, I've chosen not to engage.
Doesn't that make you gay?
What do you mean, doesn't that make me gay?
Okay. So you understand the question I'm asking, right? That's the question. Why are you gay? All right, hold on. Let me, Mr. Producer, so I can look at you in your eyes while you try to explain this to me. I'm gonna look you in your eyes. Oops. So why? I'm just curious why. You don't work out. You're not rich yet. You don't run. You're not competent. You don't have 3 girlfriends. You don't have 8 wives. You don't have a bunch of children. Why are you gay? That's just my question. Why? I'm just curious. Why are you? Right? Because if you weren't, you'd be doing all the things that you said you'd do. You'd be doing all the things that you know you should be doing, but you're not doing them. So that's my question. Why? Put it in the chat if you have an answer for me. If you're going to be a coward and not answer it, that's fine as well. I would just start to change what you do on a day-to-day basis so that you're not, right? I mean, listen, if you're sitting there watching sunsets, taking pictures and posting that on your story, you might be gay, right? So why? My question is why? And then on top of that, you tell me you lack motivation, which is the topic of today's university meeting. You lack motivation. You need motivation. You just can't simply get enough consistency and momentum over time because every single day you expect yourself to be motivated and you can't find that motivation. You can't find that desire, that hunger to actually perform at the highest levels humanly possible to then become the man or woman that you want to be. You can't seem to find that motivation. Well, let me tell you a secret. Let me teach you about creating unlimited motivation for yourself. Are you going to wake up every single day excited, happy, wanting to work, wanting to do the difficult things that you know you have to do in your life? Of course not. We all know that. You're simply going to lack motivation on a day-to-day basis, especially if you don't understand how to self-motivate yourself. Every person can unlock unlimited motivation within themselves. They can put themselves in positions to work and execute regardless of how they feel. You just simply refuse to learn either how to do that, or you convince yourself that it's okay not to do that. But you can be unlimited. You could achieve unlimited motivation. You could put yourself in positions to where you never lack the energy or the discipline to go to work. How would you do such a thing? Well, you actually make your life about other people and give yourself a big enough why so that you have to go out and perform. You see, I used to talk about this all the time whenever I would interview people for my sales organization, my company. One of the questions I would always ask them is, what are you motivated by? Why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to have an opportunity like this to get into sales, to build this team, to build this company? Why? Why do you want to do it? Because the why is very important. It's one thing to have big goals and aspirations, and anybody can throw out a lofty target, a lofty goal for themselves and say, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. Anybody can say that, but talk is cheap. I don't give a fuck about what you tell me. But why? Why are you going to do that? Why are you going to perform and be successful? And I would see what people would tell me. There's 2 types of answers you could give to that question. The first type is, well, because I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to make money. I want to drive this car. I want to buy this house. I want to be able to travel to this destination, whatever it may be. But notice, these are goals, these are aspirations dedicated to oneself, what you want. The second answer you could give, the other motivation, the other answer that you could give would be, oh, well, I want to retire my parents. You know what? I want to be able to send my siblings to college because my parents can't afford to pay for it. You know what? I want to be the first person in my family to make more than $1 million in a year. You know what? I want to be able to pay for the medical bills, pay for the mortgage, pay for the cars, send my parents on vacations, take my family completely out of debt, and be the first one to change my family's legacy, right? I want to do things for others. That would be the other motivation, the other why behind why you want to be successful. And based on how people would answer that question, I would always say one thing to them. I would say the same thing. I would say, listen, I can tell based off your answer whether or not you're going to be successful in this industry. For the people that would tell me they were motivated for themselves, motivated to acquire things for themselves, I knew they weren't going to last in this kind of industry. Because when you're only worried about taking care of yourself, satisfying yourself, getting things for yourself, ultimately you're going to lose, because it's very easy to convince yourself that, you know what, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to work that hard today. You know what? I can push that deadline back. You know what? I don't need that car right now. You know what? I don't need that house right now. You can convince yourself to live that life of mediocrity, because the only person you're really letting down at the end of the day is yourself. And you can reconcile with that. You can convince yourself that that's okay. But for the people that are genuinely motivated for those around them, and taking care of their parents, their brothers and their sisters, changing their family's legacy, actually taking care of those around them, those people can't fail. Why? Because if you fail, you're not just letting yourself down. No, you're letting your parents down. You're letting your siblings down. You're letting your family down. You're letting the people who care about you most down. Those are the ones that you're failing. And so people who are truly motivated by that, you don't see them lose. You don't see them give up. You don't see them lose motivation, because they genuinely are here to change the lives of others. That's how you find real purpose, real motivation, real care to actually get up and go to war every single day. Understanding that your value as a man is going to come from picking up and carrying the burdens of others, as opposed to being the burden, the weight onto your family. But then you say, well, I'm just still not motivated though, Priyam. I don't know how you work every single day. I don't know how you work out every single day. I don't know how you continue to do this for so many years. Well, then you don't actually care about the people around you. You don't actually respect how much sacrifice they've done for you. You don't actually respect how much they deserve and how much you're willing and able to give to them. You don't, because if you did, you'd be working your ass off. You'd be motivated to no end. Because if you don't achieve those goals, if you don't actually put your family in a position to thrive and succeed and be successful and retire them and put them in positions where they can have a fantastic life, then you don't really care about them that much, do you? You don't. So you want unlimited motivation? You want to be able to get up and go to war every single day? Start to live your life for other people. Want to be the hero in your family. When they look at you, they say, you know what? I'm so happy I have him in my life, because I know he's going to figure it out. I know he's going to take care of it. I know he's going to fix that problem. I love being around him. I love the fact that this man is in my corner and he's providing for me and taking care of me. As opposed to many of you, you're still a leech, a parasite, a burden onto your family. Your siblings don't look at you like a hero. Your parents don't look at you that way. Your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, they don't see you as a hero. They might love you. They might coddle you. They might continue to take care of you. I'm not saying they hate you. But they don't look at you like a hero. And that's a problem. I refuse to allow anybody's life to improve whenever I leave it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy that your life can only get worse if I'm not in your life. I'm going to be the man that your life will improve significantly whenever I'm in your life, because of the value that I provide to you and the people around me. That's the man that you want to be. Do you add or do you subtract? A man must be addition. A man must provide value. Otherwise, you have no purpose. I understand why you're not motivated, because you're not doing anything for anybody else. You're not getting the respect. You're not getting the praise that you so desperately crave from the people around you, because you don't provide anything of value. And then you wonder why you feel like you don't have a purpose. You wonder why you don't have any motivation, because you're not doing anything. You can create unlimited motivation for yourself the sooner that you start to pick up and absorb responsibility for those around you. Once you become responsible and take on the challenges and the burdens of the people around you, the more motivated you will become. Because once you feel like you're responsible for them, then you're going to feel like you're going to have to do something to fix it. Your parents have $500,000 in debt. Fix it. You fix it. Think about the hero that you'll become whenever you do that. Your siblings, They need something taken care of. They need a house. They need a car. They need a down payment on a home. They need money to go to college. You provide that. Don't expect your parents to do it. Parents took care of you. Parents raised you. Parents paid plenty of money to take care of you and the siblings. Why don't you do something about it? How about you help out? How about you send them to college? Think about the hero that you'll become. And so there's no lack of motivation for you. You just simply don't have a big enough why. You simply don't care about the right things. Because if you cared enough about the things that really mattered as much as I did, you would be doing what I do. If you really believed that you could do the things that you wanted to do the way that I do, then you would be doing what I do. But you don't, because you don't believe it, nor do you think it's your responsibility. And that's your problem. You need to adopt the responsibility of those people around you. Okay, so that's the first thing. Another thing, you want unlimited motivation? Think about any negative emotion, any difficult thing you've dealt with in your life. Perfect example is a girl, right? Girl breaks your heart. Oh my God, you're destroyed. You were in love with her. You spent all this time with her. You thought things were going to be fantastic. And then all of a sudden, it's over. You lose the girl. I talked about this on the Controlling Your Emotions University meeting. You could do one of two things. As a man, you're going to feel the emotion regardless. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. And it's going to suck for a long time. But you could do one of two things. You could allow it to destroy you. You can cry. You can lay in bed all day and say, woe is me. What am I going to do? Or you could take all that energy and all that emotion and use it to propel yourself forward. You want to talk about unlimited motivation? Up until about a week ago, the furthest I had ran in one run since using this Strava app where I track my fitness, because I'm in competition now with Logan Bauer, because I must defeat him and be more competent than him in all realms. The furthest run I ever did was 3 miles. Okay? Fast forward, the day that things ended with a girl that I had been talking to, I was upset. I was pissed off. I wasn't happy about it. I didn't want things to end. But hey, it's not my decision, right? It's not in my control. I can only take the outcome. That day, I ran 13.1 miles, a half marathon in one day. By 1 a.m., when I was ending the half marathon, I could not feel either of my knees. My feet were numb. I was effectively delirious, right? And whenever I ended the run, I collapsed and I lay down on the ground and I sat there for about 30 minutes, almost an hour. The longest run I had ever done up until that point was 3 miles. That day, I ran a half marathon, 13.1 miles. So was it that I lacked motivation in the first place, or that I wasn't able to run longer distances? Or was it that my why, my motivation, my reasoning for accomplish things wasn't strong enough? Well, clearly it wasn't strong enough, because it turns out I could actually run a half marathon. I didn't even know it. I just didn't have that anger inside of me to actually go ahead and do that. So do you understand how powerful emotions and motivation can be when you understand how to channel it and develop it and create it for yourself? You have all the motivation in the world inside of you. You just need to figure out how to unlock it. So I would say to you, you lost a girl. Good. 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 Now you have unlimited motivation. Now you can literally accomplish anything that you want to accomplish based off of that. Or are you going to act like a coward? Or are you going to act sad? Or are you going to sit down, lay in bed and do nothing all day? Or are you going to go run a half marathon? The same thing goes with any other tragedy that you have in your life. Are you going to use that as motivation and positivity to look forward and understand, wow, I was able to survive this tragedy. That means I can handle anything that I possibly could encounter in the future. Are you going to use it in that way? Or are you going to use it as an excuse and woe is me? Every bad thing that happens in your life is a fantastic opportunity to take advantage of and use it to propel you forward. That's the way you have to look at it. Because everything's binary. It's one or the other. You could either use it as demotivation and woe is me, or you could use it as motivation and use it to propel yourself forward. The bad things are going to happen to everybody. The heartbreaks are going to happen to everybody. The sicknesses, the cancers, the death in the family, all of this happens to everyone. What's important is how you react to it and use it as fuel. I'm telling you all right now, I played that video at the very beginning for you, and I asked, why are you gay? Most of you are fucking gay. You're sad. Woe is me. Everything is everybody else's fault. Everything's about, I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to get fit. I don't know how to eat well. I can't get out of my current situation. It's my parents' fault. It's my siblings' fault. It's my ex's fault. It's everybody else's fault, except you don't understand that once you assume responsibility and blame yourself, now you have the ability to change your outcome. So quit fucking telling me you want to get rich, make money, be successful, take care of your family, retire your parents, all these great things that you say that sound good. You're too much of a fucking pussy to actually do it. So I'm telling you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, why are you gay? Why are you a pussy? Why are you allowing society to give you the excuses that you can buy into that say, it really isn't your fault. You just need more handouts. You need more people to help you. It's everybody else's fault. You're oppressed. People are racist towards you. People are this, that, and the third. They give you every reason to have an excuse as to why you need a government handout so that they can control you. Now, how about you stop giving a fuck about what other people think and do and start to worry about what you can do for yourself? That's one of my superpowers. I don't care about what people think of me. I'm going to be me regardless, because at the end of the day, I know what's best for me. And so I'm going to perform at the highest level humanly possible in the way that I know how to. Am I going to accept criticism and feedback from mentors that I know who are more successful and have done better than me? Absolutely. That's how I learned so quickly. But from anybody else that I know that doesn't know more than me about business, sales, entrepreneurship, mindset, physical development, if you're not more successful than me, I will never listen to you, nor will I ever care about your opinion. This is the secret, is to not care. It's to do what you know you're supposed to do. Okay? So, no more excuses. No more, I need help. I need a handout. I need this person to give me money. No. How about you provide some real fucking value and people will start giving you money hand over fist? Start to change who you are. What's your perception? What's your reality? Some of you guys are looking like 200-pound slobs, and you expect people to look at you like you're some kind of leader or, figure that they should want to follow and do business with, etc. How about you look like this? How about you show up on Saturday on a live stream like this with your shirt off, looking like a superhero, six-pack abs, fit, intelligent, well-spoken, makes money, etc. How about you show up like a fucking superhero and see how people start to react to you? So that's the first point. Any questions on that, gentlemen? Any questions? Good. Okay. Last thing we're going to talk about. So the unlimited motivation is there. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Quit giving me the excuses about I'm tired or I don't have time or I'm da da da. Shut the fuck up. Being a fucking pussy. I fucking work all the time. I don't give a fuck. Let's do last thing. We're going to look over some crypto charts. All right, I'm going to give you guys free plays that it's not financial advice, but will make you money if you're not a moron. Let's take a look at a couple of charts here. Exactly. I'm interested in hard work. I'm not interested in fucking cowards. All right, let's see here. Let me do a little bit of Mr. Producer. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, crypto. Let's take a look, gentlemen. I'm going to give you a couple of plays that I'm looking at right now. So, on the watch list, let me make sure that this transitions and you can see it well. Yes, you should be able to see it. Okay, so right now, Bitcoin on a higher time frame, low pullback, normal, healthy. Don't worry about it. Shit happens every single time. We've been in an uptrend for however many weeks now. So you see, right? You get... So no, it actually started, let me see. Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, so here's the low. So you guys get this low right here. Boom. Higher low, higher high, higher low. You can call right there. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, so what is that? That's an uptrend, clearly. So Bitcoin's down an uptrend. Soon we'll be back in price discovery. All this is a healthy pullback that we just got on the higher time frame. So Bitcoin hit up by just about all-time highs, and then we just got a nice little healthy pullback to this 69,000 level right here, which makes sense. Why? That's support right there. See that? Okay, so that was our previous high. It came back down, boom, boom, and we hit the high again. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? So it's a healthy pullback. And then the market is essentially waiting to see what happens with the elections on Tuesday before we go ahead and send it. So that's where Bitcoin's at. Bitcoin's fine. Bitcoin's going to be at all-time highs here in just about a week. And then you're going to see everything on the news, and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's at all-time highs again. Who could have foreseen? And then us, who's been in the market for the past 8 months, a year, are the ones who are making all the money. Cool. That's where Bitcoin's at. So let's look at some Solana meme coins that I'm looking at right now. On Solana, I love Moo the Bull. This is a great chart right here. So Moo has been out since, March this year. So Moo is basically the bull market mascot. You see, just been fucking doing its thing here. Just boom, boom, boom. Then it shoots up. Hits this wick at its all-time high right up here. Okay. Get about a 70-80% pullback all the way down, back down to this trend line. And then you see what we're doing on this trend line with Moo. We're respecting this trend line. We just keep grinding higher and higher and higher and higher. So since here, where we hit this low, we've been in a structured uptrend. Okay, so where do you think it's going to go? It's going to go back up. Previous local high, oh my fucking God. Previous local high is right here. Okay. So what's going to happen is this trend's going to get compressed as long as it keeps following this trend, right? It's going to keep grinding up until we hit this local high again. Once we break through that local high, we're going to come up in here. So it'll be like boom, 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 right? And then maybe you can come like this. And then once we break that, we're fucking zooming again, okay? Up here. So Moo is at a fantastic point right now to buy if you're looking to get an entry into a Solana meme coin. Let me get back here. This is a really good entry point right now. Okay, so it's right back down towards the end of this trend line, right? So it's right in here. This would be a good buying spot, good buying zone if you're bullish on Solana and you're bullish on this meme coin. This meme coin is about $100 million market cap, so it's a good buy. It's not going to go to zero. So Moo's looking really good. Retardio, who could have foreseen? Retardio is looking like a fucking beast again. So this is another big position I have on Solana. It's about $170 million market cap. And you see right here was the previous high. Okay. We drew down. We shot back up. Boom. We broke the resistance. We turned it into support briefly. Broke back down through. So then it became resistance again. So we resisted against it. Boom. Boom. Bang, we shot back through, and now we're back above this resistance line. So what I would look for in terms of an entry is if you're bullish on Retardio, if you see Retardio start to draw back down anywhere in here to retest the support level and turn that resistance into support, that previous all-time high, once you see that it's confirmed now it's support and we're only moving higher, this would be a good buy zone. So I wouldn't buy today. I wouldn't be looking to buy Retardio right this second. But if you get a pullback, which you probably will, now you might not, but if you do get a pullback, into this zone right here, closer to this support level, that's what I would buy, because then boom, once it taps it, bang, we're going to shoot back up. That's where Retardio is at. Retardio is a banger. Retardio is going to be over $1 billion market cap by the end of this cycle. Right now, it's about $177 million market cap, so a little bit less than the 10x, but 10x is a fucking banger play. Fog's basically close to getting back into price discovery. So again, another one that you can't really draw too many levels on because it's pretty much been mostly up only. So I would just look for Frog, tiny pullback. I'd either get in right now or wait for another tiny pullback, get into Frog, but this is going to go to 100 billion plus. It's about 300 plus mil market cap right now. Let me actually go to my portfolio. I'll show you guys real quick. The only thing with FWOG is if you're not going to get into FWOG with size, I wouldn't necessarily make it my primary position because it's already at a 300 mil market cap. So you could look at, I mean, it's going to go to $1 billion plus. So you get a a little bit over a 3x. 3x is still a banger, but if you're not going into it with size, there's definitely better plays like Andy or Wolf or Brett or Pepe. But in terms of a Solana play, if you have size and you can invest with some size, that's definitely a banger. FWOG is going to keep going up. And I'll give you guys a little something special here. MSTR 2100. So I bought this at about, I bought that, I think, at about 20 million market cap. Let me see. I'll be able to tell you on here. And right now it's 44. So I probably bought it at, yes. So I was buying this MSTR 2100 down in here, right around a $20 million market cap. This, I believe, is going to be a banger. Why? Well, MSTR 2100 is basically the similar meme to the SPX 6900 that just went to pretty much $1 billion market cap. So it's a spoof on the stock market. So what MSTR 2100 is basically a beta play to that SPX 6900, but Michael Saylor, right? Yeah, that's his name, Michael Saylor, who's the Bitcoin icon guy. So this is just a meme on his company, MSTR MicroStrategy, which is a real stock that trades on the stock market. That's right now in price discovery or close to it. And it's doing incredibly well. So now what people are doing is they're saying, well, if the actual stock, MSTR, his actual company, is booming right now in the stock market, well, let's make a meme coin, basically his stock, but MSTR 2100 with Michael Saylor on there. As Bitcoin continues to go into price discovery and continues to blow up, MicroStrategy is going to do the same thing. Why? Well, because the whole point of MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor's company is that all they do is buy Bitcoin. That's their business, is they just buy a shit ton of Bitcoin and keep buying more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin appreciates, obviously their company is going to appreciate as well. So as Bitcoin Q4, the most bullish quarter for Bitcoin, continues to blow up, what do you think is going to happen to MicroStrategy, the stock? And what do you think is going to happen to MSTR 2100, the meme coin? It's going to blow up. Simple. That's why I started buying it. So I bought it around a $20 million market cap. I'm already up over 2x. It's only 44 million right now. It's a high enough market cap where I wouldn't say it's going to go to zero. It's still highly volatile, pretty small market cap, but I would say it's worthwhile to get a position into this as well. 44 mil is light. If this goes to, if this even does a 10x, you're at a 444. Look at that, 444 million. Or, excuse me, 44.4 million. We already know that 444. But if that's a 10x, you take it up to $444 million market cap by the end of the bull run. To get a 10x off of this would not be very, very difficult at all. So MSTR 2100, that's a banger. And then one last one, I'll give you a newer one that I'm in, is Swag. This one, bought this one down in here, right? I'm already up over 2x on this one as well. Swag is only a $12.2 million market cap. I was buying it down around 4. So that will be a banger because look who's behind this. Look who's pushing this. The Because Bitcoin guys. So this is the Swag glasses right here. Boom, we got the Swag glasses. That's the meme. Giga Chad. You got Trumpino on there. Banger. Sigma. Schwarzenegger, which they got to take Arnold Schwarzenegger off of there because he just came out for Kamala. But Swag's another good meme coin cult that's at a small market cap right now that had a long accumulation range. Long. And so people were able to get fantastic entries on this. Market makers took over, and now they're starting to jump the price back up because they saw that there was interest in this meme coin. So they got it back above all-time highs. Yep, broke all-time highs, came back down. So now what they're going to do is probably a vertical accumulation range, where basically what they're going to do with the price action on here is they're basically going to do a vertical accumulation, something like this, where it slowly marks up, right? So they're going to build long to go long. So it's going to slowly mark up like a vertical accumulation. So it's going to slowly move up to then do what? Bang. To then blast it off, just like how they did over here, right? So they slowly build it long, bang, shoots it up. They're going to do the same thing, draw it back down. And they're going to do a vertical accumulation, and then boom, you're going to see it blow up. Understand? Okay. There's your education for today, guys. So swag's another banger play that I got into. I'm already up over 2x on that. Almost 3x. Actually 3x now. Yeah, because I got a 4 mil, so 12 mil now. 3x on swag. We're up over 2x on MSTR 2100. So I would say those are two ones that I would give you guys that I like a lot. Yeah, Bobby Swag's a banger. I like swag a lot, especially with the guys that I know are behind swag now. They're guys that I can trust. And so if they're going with size into something like swag, it means they believe in it. And it's a very small market cap. So if they're moving into this meme coin with size and it's a low market cap, all right, it's a good play. Outside of that, you guys know the deal. Major positions are going to be on Pepe. We just want to see Pepe get above this resistance again, break these previous highs. Brett's not looking fantastic right now. So you see we actually just broke down on this on this support level. So we want to see Brett get back up into here as soon as humanly possible. And then once Brett breaks this trend line right here, this downtrend, then we should start booming. We're just waiting for Ethereum. Andy, banger still. I also have fibs drawn on Andy. This is where Andy could go up to. Andy, if you look at this, Andy is in this range right now. So I'll pull this up for you guys. So Andy right now is ranging in here, right? So eventually, when Andy breaks out of this range and Ethereum starts pumping, we're going to blast off to the next fib confluence, which is 1.618, which should be around a... So if Andy's at what price right now? 110. I just want to make sure that the market cap lines up with the price. So if Andy... Yeah, 112, so it does line up with the price. So Andy, the market cap is 112 million right now. So that's why the price is similar to the market cap. Once Andy hits this Fibonacci number, once it goes into price discovery again, there's not many things that you can use to do TEA off of. So you use Fibonacci. You use fibs. So the first fib would be the 1.618. The next high that we should see from Andy is going to be a boom, 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 breakout, boom, boom. Okay, you're going to hit this 1.618. Okay, you hit that 1.618. Andy's at a $600 million market cap. So that's a 6x just from the first fib. So on the next breakout for Andy, you should look for a 6x. Great. Then the next fib confluence would be at about $900 million market cap. Andy will hit that by the end of the cycle. So Andy's still got a 10x in it, which is a fucking banger play. So, and it's also a meme coin you can go into with some size. So you can actually put 50 grand, 100 grand into Andy and get that 10x, 100 grand to $1 million, and then actually it be liquid enough by the end of the cycle to get that money out. So Andy will be good to go in with some size. Wolf, same thing. Wolf is a little bit younger than Andy. So the chart's not as long, but same thing with Wolf. Building a nice range right here. Once it breaks out, you would want to use a fib. So you'd use a fib. Whoops. From the high down to here. Say, all right, so the next fib is where? 260, so 260 million. Wolf right now is at 64, so banger. Just up to the next fib. So the next breakout for Wolf, you should be looking for about 265 million market cap. And from, what, that's almost a 5x. $4x. So you put in a rack, you got 4 bands just on the next move up for Wolf. So what I'm saying, like, this shit is just, I'm literally showing you guys how to print money off these meme coins. It's hilarious. So anyways, point being is get invested into the market. Cool? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have for you. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything I can do for you inside the chat? Any coins you guys want to look at real quick before I jump off of here? Good though? Makes sense? Good. All right, boys. Inside of the Taylor's Code, continue to stay active, like, comment, post up things, questions that you guys have. And I will see you guys next weekend. But I'll see you on Monday, actually, for the Ultimate Market Professionals with the #1 Kamala Harris supporter, Logan Bauer. And then on Wednesday, we will look at, we'll do the Gentleman's Code with me and Bobby. Bobby is a strong Trump supporter, so it'll be a good episode on Wednesday. So you said Brett and Turbo. All right, let's take a look at Brett. Take a look at Brett real quick. So Brett is going to be good. So Brett right here, you see, just lost this local support line, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's already bled down here before, right, in this area. And so it's obviously not something you want to see necessarily in the short term, but the nice thing about that is it's going to give you the opportunity to get a nice entry. So you want to buy these coins when they're bleeding. When they're bleeding, when people are fearful and selling, that's when you buy, right? People are morons and they sell the lows and they buy the highs. So whenever they see something pumping and it's green and it's going up by a shit ton, people get FOMO and they try to buy that meme coin, and then not understanding that they're literally becoming the exit liquidity for the people who are buying it whenever it was red. So whenever you look at, great point, Bobby, I talked about that too. So whenever you look at the Brett chart, Brett, we know, is going to go up no matter what by the end of the cycle. It's just not going to go to zero. It's too large of a market cap meme coin at this point for it to go to zero. It won't go to zero. It's also going to be the mascot for the base chain. The base chain is Coinbase's L2 on top of the Ethereum L1 network. So what is Coinbase going to do? Coinbase is the largest crypto exchange in the United States. Everybody, whenever the bull market is on and everybody's FOMOing and everybody's trying to buy Bitcoin and Doge and Ethereum, they have no idea what the fuck crypto means or what it does. All these retail people that are going to come at the end of the cycle, what are they going to download? They're going to download the Coinbase app, and they're going to download the Coinbase wallet. Well, guess what? On the Coinbase wallet, on the front page of the Coinbase wallet, what's the first thing that always shows up? Brett. Brett is always on there as one of the highest swaps on the entire wallet. Great. So what do you think is going to happen at the end of the bull run? Well, everybody is going to start jumping back onto Coinbase, realizing that, oh, wow, Coinbase has a wallet now. How do I use this wallet? Let me download this wallet. They're going to download the wallet, and they're going to see what? They're going to see Brett. So what are they going to buy? They're going to buy Brett, because Brett is the biggest meme coin on the base chain. So what you're going to see happen is what's happening right now doesn't really matter, okay? Because we're making a bet for the long term. So what you want to do right now is, I would actually be buying as much Brett as humanly possible right now while it's bleeding a little bit. And then once Ethereum starts breaking out, then that's when you're going to see this, right? You're going to see this, bang, you're going to see it break that trend line. It's going to go boom, all the way up here to its previous high, right? Then you're going to see it come back down a little bit maybe, and then boom, shoot up again, right? And then we could use Fibonacci sequences to be able to see what the next market cap would be. But I'm saying minimum 10x on Brett. So, and that's just to be conservative. So Brett's going to fucking rip. And it's going to rip simply because of what we know about Coinbase and base chain. So right now, while base chain is kind of dead and people aren't aping money on the base chain, that's when you want to buy. Like, you have to understand that you have to have some type of foresight, some type of vision as terms of where the market's going to be at in 6 months. You don't make money in markets and investing by buying things when they're already obvious, because it's when everybody else buys it. So you have to understand, you're trying to be different from other people. So with Brett, the vision is, it's on the Coinbase base chain. Coinbase is going to onboard 500 million new users within the next couple of years. That was their goal. That's what they literally came out publicly and said. Coinbase is going to onboard all of these users, and of course, when they onboard them onto Coinbase, what chain are they going to onboard them to? The base chain. Okay? The base chain. Why wouldn't they? Obviously, they're going to do that. So whenever you onboard millions and millions and millions of users who, let's just say at the minimum, have $100 to invest, on average, let's say $100 to invest. If you get 1 million people at $100 each, how much money is that? $100 million. Okay. If you have an extra, and that's conservative. So if you now have $100 million of extra liquidity moving on to the base network, onto the base chain, how much of that $100 million do you think is going to make its way into Brett? I would argue to keep it conservative, let's just say 50% of it. Let's say 50%, just to keep it easy. So that's $50 million of liquidity injected into the Brett meme coin. $50 million. So that in and of itself, what do you think that's going to do to the price of Brett? It's going to skyrocket. It's obvious. It's just, that's what's going to happen. Okay. Now, just because it's not happening right this second doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So right now, while it's not actually actively occurring, is when you start to accumulate this asset. So Brett, if you're buying Brett anywhere in here, in this area, you're fucking cooking. This fucking mouse pissing me off. In that area, that's a fantastic entry because it's not going to go any lower than that. Brett's only going to move up from here. So right now is when you should be accumulating as much as humanly possible. And then I bet you by the end of Q1, end of Q3, you're going to be very, very happy with your investment into that asset. Okay, so Brett's a banger. Turbo, we talked about Turbo before. Same thing. Broke out, did its all-time high. All it did was retrace a little bit. So you had Turbo, previous all-time high right here, right? Boom. So recently it broke out. Okay, came up all the way up here. I took profits up here, right? So I took some little bit of profits, rotated that into MSTR 2100 like a fucking genius, and then made a 2x plus on that. So I got it up here. Boom, I took out like a couple grand of profit, retraced, right? Came back down, hit this resistance level, which it was trying to turn it into support and hopefully stay above it. It didn't, so it broke down, right? And then it kind of hovered right here. Boom, broke back down, came back up to retest the resistance. It failed to break through, and now it's coming back down again. So this, once again, would be an area where I'm looking to actually accumulate Turbo. So if you're looking to buy into more Turbo right now, you're looking good because you're like right here, this level. Right, so I would be looking for this high right here. You see this high? This wick right here? Perfect. Tap on that wick. So that's where Turbo's at right now. So you want Turbo to use this previous high as support. So ideally, you're going to see Turbo do this. So instead of continuing to bleed, you're going to see it do this, kind of use this as support. And then as Ethereum starts moving up again, of course, Turbo will go up. And then once Turbo breaks the previous all-time high again, like it had done before, you see what happens as soon as it breaks the all-time high. As soon as this broke the all-time high, look at the fucking meat stick it put in. It blew the fuck up. It broke this high and then bang, all the way up here, right? It'll rip. So all you're looking for Turbo to do is literally hold this level. This would be exactly where I would be buying more Turbo if you plan on doing it. I would buy it right now. And then you got this whole range to work with. Get up to this range high again, to this previous all-time high. You break through, you retest it, turn it into support, and then you're off to the races. And you're like this, right? Much higher than that, actually. So anyways, what I would be looking for on that as well, though, is just Ethereum to break out. As soon as Ethereum starts performing well and starts moving up, all these Ethereum beta plays are going to move up too. But in terms of just a good buy zone, this is exactly where I would be looking to buy Turbo. But it's fine. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's right here, right? So I'd be looking for it to hold this level and then shoot back up. All right, so those were the two. It's going to rip because of Bidenomics, exactly. And then last thing, Bobby had mentioned this too. So Bobby's actually dropping a new e-com store where he's going to be selling crypto merchandise, which is huge. I have not seen people do this in the crypto space. And so that tells me it's going to be huge, because how many people are buying into meme coins now? How many cults have they created because of meme coins? Think about the entire market of people that's going to be coming into crypto in the next 6 months. There's going to be so much demand for just simple t-shirts, shorts, shoes. ETH is due. So many things are going to be pumping their fucking tits off. People are going to want a little bit of merchandise. Ollie, I know you want a Brett shirt. I know you're going to wear Brett on your t-shirt and wear that to school, and everybody's going to be like, what the hell is Brett? Well, Brett made me a millionaire. And then they're going to start buying Brett too. So Bobby's going to be launching a crypto store where you can buy literally any kind of meme coin design that you want, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the majors, etc., and just start to bring awareness not only to the people around you just because you're wearing the shit, but probably you're also going to want to, support your meme coin, your cult coin that's going to make you a millionaire. So Bobby will be launching that soon. I know he's going to be posting about that inside the Taylor's Code. Definitely check that out. And we'll be posting the links, posting that website once he gets it launched, but that's going to be sick. So Bobby's going to be launching a crypto store so you guys can get all the merchandise that you want for all the different meme coins, L1s, Bitcoin, anything, all that shit. So that'll be fire. That was a great idea by Bobby. Outside that, gentlemen, now we're done. Okay? Appreciate you guys. You guys are fucking heroes. Remember to stay unlimitedly motivated. Let me look at you, motherfuckers. Hold on. Let me look at you. Stay unlimited with your motivation. Stop with the excuses. And I want you to ask yourselves, why are you gay? And when you have an answer, I need you guys to go ahead and let me know. Okay? All right, boys.